I made a video before this one, and in that video, that I'm not going to publish, of course, I let my emotions run free. And I told all that my emotions were telling me to speak about this subject. I decided to cut my emotions because they cloud my judgment. So, Mr. Trump has the war that he wants. Mr. Trump has the distraction that he wants. Mr. Trump went into war without the support or the authorization, in this case, of Congress. But yet he went ahead and he did whatever he wanted to do, just like he is doing with everything else. He's deporting people that then he has to return back home. He is using ICE as a kind of a Gestapo inside of his country to arrest people and intimidate people, because the main objective here, my friends, if you don't know this, you should watch a documentary about Germany in 1933, for example, when Hitler still did not have absolute power. And what type of tactics did he use to intimidate people into submission? Now, I think Mr. Trump is too old to be a new Hitler. Okay? He's too old, he's too senile, he's too sick. But the ones that are around him, those are young enough to put forth a new Hitler. Okay? And I'm not worried about the orange stain. I'm worried about who will come after him and who will use either the power platform that he is creating, or will use the exact same fissures in the American states building that we are seeing to do twice as worse, twice as more. You understand? Okay? But right now, he has the war that he wanted in order to distract you all, okay? So that you supposedly now will unite behind your troops, your brave troops, okay, that are bombing nuclear installations in Iran that strangely have not emitted any kind of radiation pulse. Isn't that odd? You blow up a site where supposedly radioactive material is in, and nothing is detected. Right here in Portugal, we don't want nuclear weapons, but we do have nuclear investigation. Okay, so I know at least one or two universities. They have radioactive material, meaning enriched uranium, for example, to use in scientific experiments. And someone sitting in, I don't know, for example, in Madrid, can detect the presence of radioactive material here, a minimum quantity. Okay? Any, it's easy to detect it. This is what I'm trying to tell you. It's easy to detect it. And now you bombed installations and there was nothing there. Just like you bombed Iraq and there was nothing there. There was a lot of goats, a lot of innocent people that got killed, a lot of shit. But there weren't no chemical weapons, there weren't no nuclear weapons, there weren't no sophisticated missiles that would be able to reach even Europe. There was absolutely nothing. But yet, you are going to continue to do your little bombing raid. You are going to be very happy about yourselves, going to give yourselves a nice pat in the back, and nothing will be solved. Because if before we would be able to control the ability of this country, Iran, of obtaining a nuclear weapon, or even if they obtained the nuclear weapon, we would know and we would be able to talk and make some peace concessions or whatever and solve things in one way or another. Now, no. And we all, the world, we all have to clap and say thank you very much to Mr. Trump and Mr. Netanyahu, the dynamic duo. Meanwhile, meanwhile, people are still dying in Ukraine. People are still dying in Gaza every day, too, also. People are dying in Sudan. People are dying in Myanmar, for example. All the shit continues. All the people continue to die. And now, what are we going to get? We're going to get more expensive oil that will affect, even if we, for example, like I said before, even if a country like Portugal, I think last year we reached 68 or 70% of green energy, but it will affect us, okay? I still drive a gasoline car. It's going to affect me when I go to the pump and fill up my car. And even if I have public transportation, I need to use the car due to family and work. Okay, it will affect me. It will affect the price of energy. It will affect an entire range of things. But one thing I'm glad about is that it's going to affect, especially, and I'm glad. Here I have this petty emotion that I should not have, but I have it. It will affect, especially, the USA, because you are far more dependent than us in fossil fuel energy. So I'm glad that it will affect you. I hope you all feel the pain and the crunch of this shit. I hope you also feel very safe when you either, even inside of the USA, but whenever you go anywhere else in the world, I hope you keep two eyes in your back, because any terrorist, any Islamic terrorist right now, any zealot nunskull, you will be a target. Even if you are Muslim like them, or even if you are an atheist, they don't give a fuck. What counts is what's in your passport. So Mr. Trump has made you all targets. If you were targets before, imagine now. And I see people congratulating themselves online for this shit. They think it's very funny. Oh yes, Iran, they were 2 weeks from building the bomb. Do you really think, that in 2025 we are as dumb as in the 90s when you invaded Iraq? Right now, you have access to information. Okay? It's not just the TV and the newspapers and little more. There's an entire range of information available to us all. We know, and I will repeat this ad nauseum, I don't like theocracies. Iran is not a nice guy, so to speak. Iran was sponsoring terrorism. Yes, it was. And yes, it still is. And yes, it will continue. But this shit does nothing. This shit does absolutely bloody nothing. It only worsens things. And the European Union right now trying to have some peace talks. They are the only ones trying to put some cold water in the fire to try to ease it up. But you know what they are really doing? They are saying to the nutters, they are saying, look, we have nothing to do with this shit. This is their idea. Okay? This is what we are doing. And I think we are doing it very well. And I think we should continue to do it. But now, because of one crazy bastard, the entire Middle East is destabilized again. They destabilized the region with Iraq. They destabilized the region with Afghanistan. And now they are doing it with Iran. And that Russian fucker, he's doing the absolute same thing. That Russian idiot, no, the slave master, he's doing absolutely the same thing. They, in my view, if they are not working together, they are working for the same God. If you want to get religious with me, I don't know. Maybe they are all servants of Cthulhu, and they want to bring back the old ones, to turn us all into flesh eating mutants. I don't know. What I do know is that this that just is happening right now is an historical event. I hope I hope this does not lead to another world war. And if it does, I hope Europe stays the fuck out of it. I don't care if they all die fighting against Iran. I don't care. You want to die in a war? You want to elect a guy that will send your children and your husbands into war? You want that? Do whatever the fuck you want. But keep us out of your shit. And again, thank you very much. Thank you very much for another shit to disturb us. And I'm getting emotional again, and I hate it.